North Road, their first vote. 3 at Main Road, as Old Trafford recovered from the damage in World War II. But out they come, a match that means so much to both. Beginning to get back on track, or again to stop the rot. Certainly there's time to bounce back from defeat here, but this afternoon in the Manchester rain,
today is Manchester United match.
Season definer. Maybe even more than that for Michael Carrick, as he looks for his side to respond to defeat in the North East 11 days ago.
God, I bet who win this match.
Manchester United have had that rest since they last played. Have they lost rhythm, or are they rested? They played their 32nd game of the season here. Villa, they played 10 more. Barely 48 hours turnaround since they arrived back from their Europa League win in France on Thursday.
United.
Michael Carrick making his way out. Let's have a look at the side he picks. He wants a reaction to that defeat at Newcastle. He makes 2 changes for the visit of Villa. So Lemon's very much a fixture in the Manchester United goal. This is 25th successive start. Diogo Dalot returns to right back. He's preferred to Nusayr Mazraoui. That's one of the changes. Bobby Manu continues here. His ever-present run under Michael Carrick alongside the prolific Casemiro. The second change will see a tweak at the top of the pitch. Ahmad back in the 11 for the first time in 3 games. Benjamin Šeško drops out of the side. Matías Cunha will lead the line as he looks to maintain his excellent recent record against Villa. He's scored in the last 3 in the Premier League. Šeško back on the bench from where he's been so effective. He's joined today by Mason Mount, involved for the first time under Michael Carrick. 4 changes for Unai Emery to the side that conceded 4 against Chelsea. Emi Martinez sent off here in the defeat at the end of last season. Changes are made in the fullback areas. Matty Cashmas is out with a calf injury. Ian Maatsen left back, Pablo Bogard and Luca Digne. Ross Barkley has handed his first Premier League start for 14 months in place of Douglas Luiz. John Williams returns to Old Trafford. He's been out injured since January. He represents Europe in the West, which starts here. United Watkins scored the winner in the Europa League against Lille. He's never scored against Manchester United. He looks to change that today. Among the substitutes today, a certain Victor Lindelof, who left United for Villa last summer. Emi Martinez to solve their goalkeeping issues at the start of the season. Matt done a terrific job. Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest compliment you can give him is the fact that nobody really talks about him. He's the Manchester United goalkeeper in the past few seasons. He's really positive, he's calm, he's steady. He's exactly what we've seen at the moment. He's helped steady the ship at the back, and Manchester United so exciting at the top end of the pitch. They've been banging in the goals. Aston Villa have been so out of form, and they find a way to stop the rot. Emi Martinez, always a maverick, often effective, caught it by Manchester United, sent off here against Manchester United at the end of last season. He'll not to help Aston Villa put a dent in Michael Carrick's perfect home record here in the Premier League since he took over in January. Villa in their change kit, attacking the Stretford end in this first half. And down to Rodgers as we would hope. Two memorable goals from Morgan Rodgers, ensuring that Unai Emery got the win.
The guy must drop record. It is a worry man.
Which really does indicate Villa's problems, really. Him and Watkins, I think both haven't really contributed in that period as much as they'd like to individually. And a great opportunity for him to today. I'm just looking at United, I think that Bueno's having that central role. It looks like Ahmed is going to be out on the right hand side of Bueno. down the middle, should be on the left.
Well, there was a ball that Aaron would start on the left, an unfamiliar position for him. Pina hasn't been as effective as he might have been out there where he's played to accommodate Šeško in the starting lineup for the last couple of games.
It's a great asset for Michael Carrick to be able to have the flexibility to change that. I mean, I know they probably all have their preferred slot, but can operate at a high level across 2 or 3 different areas of that front four.
Thank you, Dalot. Nice one. Let it go.
January 2025, the last time he was in a Premier League starting lineup at Aston Villa.
This thing. You say I need to go buy and that one, I know they use an phone, that one.
Bailey's got good informed in the history on this round. Indeed, no surprise that Manchester United ahead on the win probability in the opening minutes.
And that 11-day break as well plays into that. You'd think, and you play regularly, just in that rhythm of matches, that'd be an asset, but that European midweek does take a little bit out of the side.
Not the longest journey to Northern France, but now from Lyon.
This is something that they fear now. Now you let's drop them.
Physically and mentally takes its quick turnaround time. Villa have been used to that though, and they've been pretty effective actually after European games. Won 7 of 8 this season. The only defeat rather coming against Brentford after their win against Salzburg last month.
That's pretty incredible, to be honest. I mean, that's impressive to come off the back of those matches and win in the Premier League on the Sunday, home or away.
He don't chop you.
Shaw carrying forward with purpose and indeed with menace. Stripped him up towards Mbomo. Dina's header. Onana back to help out his back line. Going on 20,000 for the injured Cash, who went up against Chelsea with a calf injury.
It's been a bright start for Manchester United. Aston Villa just looking to take the sting out of the game. You can tell Villa about United have had 11 days without a game. They look chomping, don't they, to get at the game.
2 weeks since they
give that out to most
Palace here.
That's going to be foul, man.
A long time to stew on the late goal from Willis-Sue up at St James's Park. Defeat against Cameron would have hurt. This sort of fixture they wanted to get out of their systems pretty quickly because of their exit from a domestic FA Cup and they're able to do so. Villa seek Watkins, only €5. Again, coming forward as he does so effectively, bustling and burly, but there's a foul on Harry Maguire.
That's good for Maguire though.
Why are you laughing like a Carl?
That's Harry Maguire. Which doesn't have the intended.
No, but let it go for their hand. Don't do the tape for their hand.
Watkins left it long.
Thank you, Maguire.
Off he goes.
Turns around and signals to Maguire. He's just got to dink that over the top. The moment he has that touch, and Bremo was on his bike.
Space go too wide. Come on.
There's nothing to suggest that Aston Villa can't engineer a turnaround in form and finish the season strongly. Remember, at the start of the season, they couldn't buy a win, they couldn't buy a goal, they could score in their first 4 Premier League games. And when Dia came to the fore early on, and An astonishing run of 11 wins in 12 games that transformed their season.
They were winning games in that run, but they just had no right to take 3 points in, to be honest. I saw them a couple of times, and
Casemiro, go inside.
They just managed
Thank
to
you. No, they look back again.
see it over the line by any means, like starting games poorly, going 2 behind and then coming back in. Unai Emery, such an energetic coach in the technical area. I mean, he just put everything into those matches.
One springs to mind against Chelsea when they were outplayed for an hour, a goal down, and then Ollie Watkins came off the bench to change things.
Similar to Brighton, terrible first half, really struggling. They came back in and won the game. The real resilience.
Big touch there from Martinez, oohs and ahs around the theatre of dreams.
Really fired it into his goalkeeper to test his touch right on the goal line.
Villa's record here is pretty woeful. This is the 31st time they have never gone top in the Premier League. Villa have won just 2. Newcastle showed at Stamford Bridge yesterday that history and a similar record at Stamford Bridge doesn't have to count for much. They did these two a massive favour by Chelsea from going above them. Touch from Bartley. This is Bogart. Bartley. Nesri Konsa. Buendia. Morgan Rogers.
I'm on the physical to this guy for level.
To keep this little bit of pressure on. This is Buendia. Watkins, Bartley, and Manemi Buendia. Referee Anthony Taylor.
They want to make Casemiro the
playing the build-up. A little bit of a late challenge, just in the follow-through of Buendia as he passes that. There's not much in that actually. And Casemiro looking at the referees and says no foul. I don't think he's a million miles out with that one. Still a shake of the head there.
Casemiro looking to make these final months here at Old Trafford something of a lack of honour. Fabulous still going.
That guy shot, so where this one is? I've been on camera.
Points they've taken from 8 games under Michael Carrick. But here they have their first set piece examination. There's a bit of confidence going on here. Morgan Rogers, John McGinn and Dina, the 3 standing over it. Rogers signing up for Dina. And the conference, I think, was over now because Manchester United were ready.
Disappointing. One of different opinions in what should happen with that free kick, and
they want to play set piece too.
Just easily read there.
Everybody find set piece.
United plays off the side of the wall. Darlow and Ahmed.
Nobody won't play ball again.
It wasn't disguised particularly
Free
well.
kick waiting for your play for there. Maybe
They
pistol.
might have had the right ingredients, but it's fair to suggest there were too many cooks involved. I think we've got in the process. Gallo keeping up his record, featured in the Premier League game against Aston Villa since he joined the club.
I believe they will go see Ron enter this people. Very slow.
Keeping up his record of having started every Premier League game since Michael Carrick took the reins once again.
Taylor, like say now, go blow against my retires.
Anthony Taylor will just complain.
They play against Man United. They play
Everyone, the current looking for a reception for
They're glad to get your passes.
Premier League outings, both had 3 weekends, one just
Ball
gone,
never
but
balance.
their exits from the FA Cup
Taylor, they go collect over there.
tied on points. Not much between them in the opening stages here. Junior.
Any slight touch, blow. Any slight touch, blow.
I bet if I'm doing work.
That's a man you do something.
Lot of Chelsea will come, they complain about the man every time.
I know Chelsea do something.
Jero, will you go back to where you are? Pass the ball!
A little too quickly. A little too heartily.
Casemiro is slow for there.
You just sees it coming, Casemiro. Step his body across.
If you don't be saying you get experience now for collect that ball.
Watkins is coming.
He put body for him for there. Man, you be like say. Now so! That one just stand there, open that, clear.
That sort of challenge. I'm not sure.
Who's going? Bruno!
No rush. Looks to the Sonny Watkins.
Maguire done!
He lost that situation, didn't he, Harry Maguire?
That's the strong man, Maguire.
This guy, no, Barry, Jelek.
No, he's trying. I say we get one of the best seasons when Varane they try for the way they defend for us. No, when the first day, alright, last time. Martinez was the best defender for us that year. With the 2 left leg, that guy did walk.
Credentials and Thomas Tuchel should consider him for a recall. Since he's come in, maybe Cody Maylin you have to mention in the same breath, but he just looks happier, more assured.
Maybe could just come so that we have visited the job bench.
A lot better, the real players feel more comfortable.
I'm no grip for you.
People feel comfortable, happy, confident in the roles that they're playing. And seeing the benefits.
See pass.
Execution. I think the idea is to lift the switch play out to Diogo Dalot. We're talking around the about the exciting attacking talent that Michael Carrick has at his disposal. You just saw the 3 of them now, Bono, Firmino and Ahmad. Whatever configuration, whatever that positions they're asked to take up. And the front trio in the great traditions of this club, they really are. I think you've probably got the best number 10 sitting behind Bruno Fernandes in the Premier League. So you put all that together, it's a more attacking outfit, and their numbers have been great. In terms of goals scored, I think they're living on that front. Good players in those areas. That's what they're doing, kicking off in 3rd place, 4 and 4th. The goal difference separating them.
Hold that ball.
Separating them 15 minutes in there.
Casemiro.
Shots to Ronaldo, but so too did Konsa. £14 million that he Royal Antwerp, Sunday Laments.
See all these Casemiro will renew their contract, they will put them for bench. So that the next midfielder will, but if they don't do well, you still put your whole team like that.
Goalkeepers have been in the spotlight this week, haven't they?
Because no defense, no midfielder will just come, will just blend like that to this. But we go out too. You need person first, no everybody.
Maybe Casemiro is supposed to come, but it's supposed to ban that person first. And that person will blend with time.
Cunha.
I like that thing there. We're trying to reach that edge.
Inviting cross all afternoon in this. Look at that. You're going to put the channel between the goalkeeper and a back four going back towards their own goal. It doesn't get any better than that. Unfortunately, they just can't get off the ground and really throw himself at that ball. It's just probably half a yard.
Well, that's not a penalty.
The guy use sense now.
You hold this guy come down.
Where is this going?
He used his sense.
They've been pretty good at defending set pieces. They've only conceded one in 2026 so far. That's the joint best record in that capacity.
This is Casemiro!
The record of converting.
Oh, don't pass Casemiro side.
This is Shaw.
You can do it.
It's so good to see him playing regularly.
That's it.
To pick out the run of Momo.
It's the fourth time he's made that run as well. Twice he's signalled to a player in the back four, stick it in that channel over the top, and it hasn't gone that time.
No, see, the guy, John. That guy knows his Congo.
Tug of the shirt there, wasn't there? Just saying to the referee.
He had that
from back. They see how when a
You can
penalty.
see it.
but they're not protesting.
They're not protesting.
Assumes that the
A penalty.
VAR challenge
We said we don't need penalty. Let's win this match.
holding was
Many people don't need
beating
to
that
penalty.
to very certain action.
An acceptable tug of the shirt.
Newcastle
It's like fine line, isn't it? It is.
Newcastle.
It is, but not all of it
Yeah, what do you
means.
want
You can
to
see
say?
the shirt come out or a hand on the shirt. It doesn't always mean that it's going to be a penalty or a foul.
My guys, they come out of bed.
Laura calls and heads. And by Casemiro. Bobby Manu. And he's offside the Villa high line now in evidence. That's something that Manchester United
No, I think
are
Mark.
well aware of and seek to breach. We've seen already where the Bomo coming on quickly.
Go!
Opportunity not here for Manchester United. Fallow.
Now Bruno will see.
Casemiro wants the cut back. This is Bruno Fernandes.
Left leg! Left leg! Right leg! That left, now left.
Shaw.
Rather row two.
TSM, you don't they come back to the game. That time when they're doing the chakra. Maybe they don't go score. You show. Let's go!
Goodness me.
Somebody had to
Top delivery. He's forward and always been in the end of either of these two fantastic closers to the box. They just don't get any more inviting.
Inside the gun corner now, they're not going to cross inside. After
You
go enter, they know you have to cross ball again.
Fernandes corner. Fernandes did well to engineer. Looks for the ball there. Acted by Yoro. Hands away again. Fantastic away that one though. That's Casemiro.
Another corner.
Let's stand up a little bit here at Old Trafford.
Aston Villa never saw our keeper since.
To adjust his right to just let that one clear. They are a good threat from set plays, Manchester United. They've scored a lot of goals this season. But Villa have defended them very well this year as well.
16 in the Premier League have come from set piece situations for Manchester United. And there they have another go. Maguire's header. Remy Martinez outstretched arm to deny.
Collect the ball. Jesus, they don't go.
That's will go on the counter.
Come out! Thank you, Bruno. Let's go.
Nice open field to this one as Keane carries forward for Villa. Shenanigans going on inside the penalty area. I think it was between Ross Barkley and Casemiro, but particularly caught the interest, but been looked at and cleared by Jarrod Gillett. And here is Barkley.
I've been on. The whole like.
Rodgers tries to repeat the feat from Villa Park. A long range effort.
Mbemo!
A few nearly moments going forward, aren't there?
Really well means. Because he takes the initial bump from Maguire, then just deals with the ball.
McGinn swivels and bars eye.
And it feels right in the edge at the moment.
Go bring
Both
fun.
teams
Everywhere they hot.
having breakaway opportunities. Here's the potential penalty. I mean, that's a good swan dive.
That keeper come on.
With Casemiro there. Yes, there's a grab of the shirt.
No,
but
me
just
leave for me,
throws
join
himself
enter.
to the
Which kind of
floor.
keeper?
Massively saved.
Should be the guy like to come on.
Always that first point of contact.
So I like that
isn't
one
he?
enter
Ball
first.
comes
So
in.
that this time.
Hits his head on the initial corner so many times, it causes absolute chaos.
Don't found mine twice.
Simplicity is Emiliano Martinez up in focus now. His quality as a goalkeeper. The occasional error that has happened into his game this season, he still has the best
You want that for you now?
save percentage of any.
Like, I'll put one for you.
So yes, I'll do
Against
that.
him around later,
Let me okay,
keep on his forward.
Why you come watch ball yesterday? Why you come watch ball? As today no come clear encore.
13th Premier League
Me
start
ghosty.
and under those that come.
No come down. Now swear to the swear like Christmas go so. Like go bring fun now.
Gibbons are a lot more sexy as well for Villa, isn't he? When you look at the right-hand side, they're not really happy.
Yeah, they have me. One day now you go to hold this camera for me. You start
It
here.
looks pretty fresh and the probabilities having them able to win this game and start this match probably will indicate that.
Remember, you don't allow this match. Cool. Collect on.
From Buendia, and red around it. Manchester United's only Premier League ever present.
Give Euro, get more space. Maguire, give Euro now. Ah, time they go.
That's Lewis Hall for
Yes, don't they?
In a left-back situation, it's
Thank you.
that's the right for Manchester
Come on,
United.
give up.
Manchester
Get that pass.
United, that's effective.
Menu.
Remaining excellent. Cunha.
Party.
Back with Mbomo. Casemiro.
Pass. I better go. Which one is there? We don't win.
He's getting off the ball. Manchester United snapping into the attack. Certainly the middle part.
Now go! Well, you know, if you put that on me, get.
The left back slot deal is, it was almost a vacant hole, wasn't it? All of a sudden, players really stepping into the line. Ensuring making his 30th Premier League appearance, matches his best ever season.
I said, me that guy come out.
We've been hopeful that when Thomas Tuchel announces his England squad in the coming days,
They'll block the line.
has not been captain for the final against Spain. The last Euros back in 2024.
Yeah, this will be
Again, very good player. Not playing there so often. No, Manchester City. I'm not sure he's got that. And a talented player.
I don't want to see like that.
Two apiece, one on target.
Colarigo.
And that one was the header from Ahmed that was very well saved by Martinez.
They leave this guy away, guy.
Viña. Moro got across well. Mings now. And there was a criticism, wasn't there, about Manchester United today at Newcastle that they were a little bit passive and slightly didn't level up. Got up in here in the 29 minutes. It was very bright. Really got after the ball, got good intensity. I think when you've taken over, you're always going to have a little slip back to time eventually, aren't you? 6-7 games in. Sometimes you need that little reminder of the values that got you those results. And I think the Newcastle game certainly did that for Michael Carrick and the players. Rodgers spotting the gap. And then the play for Barkley. Excellent play that was by Mbomo. I knew as soon as he hit it that he'd hit it a little hard there, Tyrone Mings. I think we'll be relatively pleased with what he's seen in the opening half an hour here in Langley. His first game, you might remember, was last time with our head coach, came against Manchester United. And what a win. Might set the tone. Wendy. That's the return. Anyway, there, tricky feet. But we held on a little too long. And was absolutely dispossessed.
What time I want to for there?
Want to done as a
Not so worthy.
for cup go meet
If I have the run, they go nobody did there first.
Bruno feel that go
If they sometimes they enter your life.
Got after the ball pretty well. Certainly
you are
the
not
two
young,
sets of
man.
central midfield players really getting back on the edge of the box, putting tackles in, stopping shots.
Well,
It's
the
been
guy that ball wrong go.
difficult for the attacking players to have that space. Number 2 now.
We are you leave ball now. Time they go. I thought that we see who they play ball. If you say now, when they start
Points.
that,
Apart from a disaster,
you know everyone understand what we they play.
Almost even. It will represent for both an opportunity next
Now
to
Martinez,
seize the
where
initiative.
not there. That pass, not the.
Looks like it'll be
not the flow like
top
that.
five in terms of Champions League qualification next season for the Premier League. Still some teams to be crossed.
Only Maguire
and
always have it to
make
the
sure
pass.
that
No. Euro, not the
as it
drive.
stands, England's more efficient, substantially better than the rest. And obviously, at the start of every season, Manchester United want to be in the Champions League, but from when Michael Carrick took over, I'm not sure if that was a totally realistic objective, to be honest. I mean, how well he's done.
No, we're talking about European football next season. If only he could get that.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. And now you're right in the thick of the Champions League spots, and there's only one time in the last 4 seasons that played in the Champions League, Manchester United.
Just
Which,
look at him.
incredible.
Oh yeah, no. How much?
No.
Last season, very few games, so no sort of impact in the
I'm on whether it was good.
no
That's
European
supposed to go. I'm
football.
already good though. It was good. That's supposed to go sound more. Or return out.
Finale to this season.
Go for Postino.
Certainly excited their fans and indeed onlookers with the neutral persuasion. No, football teams aren't playing
Maresca
any
call.
days, they don't do the
Maresca, where they go, Man City.
the modern fixture pile-up that we see every season.
Who am at the mark now?
And they are playing a game every 3 or 4 days, then overworked. And, it's a fine balance, isn't it? Bruno Fernandes.
Thank
Shaw is
you.
onto it here.
Wait. We know if he's scored header. We need to press the goal score for it. We know if we all cross like that, goal score.
Casemiro.
Keep on.
Minui. Dembele with the block.
Collect them.
That's onto it. Folding away here, Manchester United. Maguire.
Man, you know they play for that, right?
Ronaldo. Extra throw over him and it's put behind by Bogart.
Not to say a good rugby player really hit one of these balls into the box, but nonetheless, they're difficult to deal with from a defensive point of view. They're landing at awkward heights, you're having to put it out with your thigh or your hip or your chest or any part of your body just to see the ball over the goal line and give away a corner.
We've seen some fine imaginative set pieces, particularly corners from Manchester United. Johnny Evans' fingerprint on them. And this one's worked and weaved to Cunha now.
Well, they don't play rubbish.
It's still
When more too like to they do one kind sometimes.
You can feel the anticipation they're saying galloping towards this ball in. I mean, it's just slightly off. I mean, if he may have been offside, had he got the end of it. Just skips past him.
If you see what team Bemo through
trying to play in the first half, but it's fair zip by. Torrential rain ahead of kick-off, not so much during the slip to the surface. Contrast is not first touch decent.
He good as his captain, so may you they play ball like this, I beg. This says go come for second half, and they
And that's the
better.
giving shoe, I think. That's one of those where you just catch it. Don't try that one. Casemiro. Couldn't get out of this intermission.
Bruno don't clear all of them. Come on for road.
Maybe set pieces, but nonetheless.
His joint best scoring season in European football. Matching that we have for Real Madrid. A season to go now.
He got the best for himself. Idiot too.
Just with the presence of Buendia recovery and should be able to hit the target if he does.
See better pass when they give you.
Now they're going his first on track of goal of the season. That's scored against Arsenal. It was back in December.
Oh, they just the waste Bruno pass. I don't know why no be how much you did there.
That's got it in. He's got it out. Barkley. Watkins. To keep warm on a chilly Manchester afternoon.
There is great chance of goal, no they come.
That's an awful lot of questions, hasn't it? Watkins all work is a really to this game before you get that going earlier. Really having the impact or effect they were.
Look this side, I bet. I'm going to tell where man even go there. I feel like they play first nine, anybody feel wrong, go there.
Manchester United, the confidence that comes from scoring regularly, 17 successive games they've scored coming into since they lost against Everton in the autumn. Watkins away here.
I better not talk no more.
Now, but he might get it from Rodgers.
Hey! Harry Maguire!
Here comes Hopkins again. Could be the second wave is an encouraging one. Throw on hand to snuff it out and a goal kick for Manchester United.
It's over bosses my belly.
So was Jenny being fantastic anticipation here. Watkins quite easy enough to move the guy, but once that challenge goes in, look who's first to the ball, it's the key, just anticipating the ball to pop out. It's a really good block from Luke Shaw. Importantly, got himself in the way there.
The guy don't break hand. That hand don't break. This one, if he break,
Found McGinn.
Injury of the goal.
Now why not tell you Martinez? Martinez be like don't go sell now. This injury where they get, so you don't even tire yourself. I beg you, how better you play too much, you go back injury.
Too much you don't play.
I beg.
Watkins.
Give this one a yellow card too.
The pause was just too long.
Not true. Moon, we don't get a card too.
Fairway offside. If the flag goes up, the really stay down if there's a smidgen of a chance of onside.
Got the fly against keeper.
Even the keeper haven't got the card the ball. That's the player.
And if you're going to do that,
But I don't know, they walk in this man.
You know, since
You know your show.
so often often we see needless yellow cards like that compounded with misjudgment later in the game.
If we get a car now we go see the. I mean, if they get a car now, we go see the
Disciplinary
fear.
situation to be conscious of. That would indicate that maybe where he's at the moment.
You
just in terms of
what that need customers?
the thought process, a little bit unclear. Just thinks he'd like him to do something like that in that position.
Now, who you be that though? I mean, not bro.
Blurry at the moment, shall I say.
God knows that Nakuya has a big open for leg like that.
Minutes to goal
Pass the other.
ratio for a Premier League season in his hand. That's just not coming for him. He could, of course, the scenario played out differently. He wearing the red of Manchester United today. And he's certainly interested and all accounts in for him in the summer. To go for Slovenian Sheshko. This is Watkins. Now it's Watkins.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. They don't do their own. We don't do our own too.
Bruno Fernandes.
Please don't get penalty.
The player will need to shoot, but it takes a little bit more than this to beat the goalkeeper Lily Martinez's quality. Never really fancied it to trouble him once he hit it. Tried to go for a far corner with the finish off the turf, but reads it so early, Martinez. If it's on target,
You don't look on more. You don't
puts it
look
around
that
the
side.
post. Here's the tackle off from Yoro. Just going to slide past the ball.
They don't match your. Abi don't stand up.
Catches it. It was a brilliant breakaway. It's a real opportunity for Villa to get a shot.
Break your off. Let's go.
Unable to manufacture that shooting
Or your
opportunity.
leg go touch on. And pick it straight up.
There was a small look at Yoro in inverted commas hand ball excellent. Quickly waved on by Jared Gillett and
Why
VAR.
you push on now?
Not getting shots off the front goal. Maybe Rodgers, Watkins, Wendy, a couple of really good breaks they've had in this game. But not making a decision, maybe it's not punchy enough, not decisive enough, the first touch. Just letting them down in front of goal, they're really struggling. And they got two of Newcastle back in January. Since then they haven't scored more than one in any game. They failed to score in two, only against Brentford and away at the bottom of the table Wolves. It's continued here in the first half. Again, pops it in, and unable to keep it in. And they did take a Manchester United touch, so
Men
Villa
just they look like they don't do
in
anything.
that corner, they're
Don't miss
first, I
penalty.
think, of the half.
They're crazy.
Old Trafford here.
That league though, they will score a good. Brother, they're good, eh?
Deep dropbacks, aren't they? Slopes into a wall. They're about to counter, and it is, it really is. But you don't be running at the pace here. It's a type of astroturf which will be very slick with the rain that we've had as well. And it's the problems we've seen.
Their first corner. I bet me they don't score.
Again in, shore up, and not get away.
Give up.
Cunha. Manchester United striking the one out of minute.
Oh, they're Kuya, they know video pass.
Casemiro.
Ataya.
It's a good goal scoring form, but even so, will you like Emery to ball that one down?
Mona play and go inside our goal.
Barkley. He's looking at that ball a lot again. Nothing between these two, locked together in the Premier League table on 51 points.